Welcome to the Difficult Terrain Podcast. This is Josh, your resident Magus Kraus. Sadly, due to some technical difficulties, we are unable to bring you an episode this week. Fear not, however, as we'll be back to our usual weekly drops next week. That said, I was given the opportunity to briefly delve into a look at the Pathfinder lore, or more specifically, the Mwangi Expanse lore, the region in which Mangambia resides. One of the things that draws me into playing Pathfinder over many other fantasy RPGs is the breadth and depth of the game's setting, Golarion. Look, I'll still play an RPG with a painful system if the setting is still really fun. Looking at you, Palladium. But thankfully, Pathfinder 2e hits both marks. So grab your leaf umbrella and hunker in for a quick dive into an overview of the region. The Mwangi Expanse is in the central region of the continent Garund, nestled into the southern foot of the Barrier Wall mountain range. The crisscrossing rivers throughout the region and the sea to the west have created this verdant expanse that has cradled and nurtured a space for flora and fauna unlike anywhere else on Golarion. So thriving is life here that is densely protected by the impassability of its jungles. Those that live in the expanse have come to know both its beauty and its danger, while dazzled newcomers are regularly thwarted by the latter. Many of those who come to the expanse to search out the secrets of the jungle end up buried beside those same secrets. At the heart of the region is the large freshwater lake, Lake Okota, feeding the web of rivers that are the highways to every major city, from the renowned Ntambu to the seedy Port Blood Cove to the mercantile city-state of Kibwe. The peoples of the expanse are just as varied as the biodiversity that nurtures and hardens them, despite the foreign expectation that they are a singularity. Although a large portion of the inhabitants are of human ancestry, the expanse is home to many more. Elves descended from those who didn't flee Golarion following Earthfall. Dragon-worshipping dwarves, adventure-adverse halflings, demon-hunting orcs, sapient spiderfolk, and many more that I probably will not be allowed to go into right now. However, it is not free from foreign influence. Many have sought to gain access to the resource-dense region. A country from Avestan to the north, Cheliax, had a colony in the southwest, Sargava. But recently the people took advantage of some struggles back home in order to free themselves of Chelaxian colonial rule, becoming their own country, Vidrian. Not to mention the northwestern city of Blood Cove, which is controlled by the Freed Captains and the Aspis Consortium, pirates and venture captains, respectively. The foreign relations in the Expanse are not always negative, as both Ntambu and Kibwe have both become hotspots for foreign travelers because of their willingness to welcome outsiders. The Expanse has a long, storied past that reaches back to the first civilizations in Golarion. It was here that the Aslanti hero Sabbath beheaded the serpent folk god king Yrdursius. The Kujai elves banished the evil dragon god Dahak into the network of Elven portals, Ayudaras. The Shori Empire created the first flying city, Ko. And perhaps most importantly, an old mage, Jintambe, reintroduced Golarion to magic and spellcasting after having forgotten it following Earthfall. I hope you found this quick dip into Golarion lore interesting, and for those not already in the know, not even 33 adventure paths could exhaust Golarion of adventure. See you next week, y'all, with a full episode of The Initiate's Antics.